Welcome to Ockin Outdoors. I am taking a trip to Hayward, Wisconsin today. I live on the east side of the state, kind of by Lake Winnebago, and I'm going 4 hours northwest to Hayward. Hayward has some of the best fishing in the country, but we're not really allowed to catch too much right now except for bass and panfish. So my brother's going up there with me. We got an Airbnb. It's right on, I think it's called Spider Lake, and we'll do some shore fishing and go visit my other brother who lives up there, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. Here we are in Hayward, Wisconsin. It's beautiful here. We thought this was a lake, but it's more of a pond. I'll show you guys real quick. It's a beautiful place, but it's just a small pond, and we were not counting on the ice to be here. So we're going to try off the shore here. But that's a no-go. We didn't bring our ice fishing stuff, so we are just kind of hanging out in the cabin. The cabin's real nice. It's Airbnb. I don't know if the owner wants me to show it, so I'm not going to. But I think I'm going to go to a lake about 10 minutes down the road, and we'll see what we can do there. Well, here's the lake. It's all iced over. I thought a deeper lake would have less ice, but it's not looking at it, so we'll try and find another place close by. Alright, we finally found a place. I don't know what this place is called. I think it's Round Lake. I've heard of it, but there's the boat dock. I'll probably fish right off the shore over there, and highly doubt we'll catch anything, but it's worth a shot. It's a long trip up here. It's over 4 hours, so might as well fish when you can. What I'm using is a, let's see, this one's the Daiwa Fuego 2500 size. I love this reel. And then a Mojo Bass medium light. Really good for feeling all the little bites. And then on this one, we are using a slip bobber with a little pink something, try and catch a bluegill or something like that, with a Fate Black rod and a Daiwa Revros 2500. Of course, didn't catch anything, so instead we're going to be having steaks. Check out these bad boys that the bro brought.
Wow.
It's like a 2-pound steak. Then some spotted cow. Gotta have the spotted cow. Fire going in there. We're gonna have a good night.
The 2 steaks.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Pretty good. They're like a work company. They're not like Duluth Trading Post is like a consumer.
Morning. We're leaving Hayward. Kind of sucks because this place is super nice. It was pretty slow going. Spent 2 days here. Only fished for probably 2 hours. No bites, no nothing. So Just had some steak and beer, and now we're heading out. But this is a nice place. So I have a kind of a crazy story that happened on my way back home from Hayward. I was driving about 3 hours north of where I live, and all of a sudden I see on the horizon like what looks like a black wire going through my vision, and I'm like, what the heck is that? It looks like a power line that's too low. And I'm like, that's not a power line. So I keep driving, then all of a sudden I get a little closer and realize it is a power line, and it's going all the way across the road, across my about 4 feet up in the air. So I slam on my brakes, miss it by 2 feet. Like thanking God I didn't hit it. So I put my flashers on, I reverse. A lady comes out of her house and she says, that semi just hit that. I'm glad you didn't hit it. And then all of a sudden, a guy from behind me comes flying through and nails it, and the power line just splits in half. And luckily, it went to one side of the road, and then it went towards the lady. Luckily, she didn't get hit, but it went perfectly in her yard where no one could touch it, and it went perfectly on the side where no one could touch it. And then, yeah, they called the police, and we got it all figured out. But man, that was scary. Just, you gotta pay attention when you're driving. And instead of looking at something and being like, oh, that looks like a power line going through my vision, that's not a power line. Instead of being a moron, just slow down so you don't have to brake so hard everything in your back of your truck flies up. And I gotta check my fishing poles. There might be a couple broken ones. I hope not, because that's a lot of money. But yeah. Well, crap. Everything shifted forward when I had to hit the brakes, so let's see if anything's broken. Yikes. Rod 1 still intact, maybe. Yeah. Come on. Good. This rod is still good. This rod still good. Mojo bass still good. Other Mojo bass. Still good, thankfully. Fate black, still good. Other fate black, still good. And the big old Defender, still good. Nothing broke. I cannot believe it. Thank goodness. Well, luckily nothing was broke. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm not very gentle on my rods and reels. They sit back in the back of the truck most of the time. They ride with me pretty much anywhere in case I want to go fishing. And yeah, I need to get some rod sleeves and maybe some reel covers or something like that, just so I don't break some of those. But when you pay a lot for them, usually the mindset is take care of them best you can. But in my opinion, like, they should last a long time when you put them through, I don't know, rigorous stuff, dangerous stuff, walking through woods, snagging trees, crap like that. So if they don't last long, then I know I don't buy it again, and then I move on to the next one. But I've had a lot of good luck with Daiwa and St. Croix rods, even though when you get the Mojo, what do they call it? Mojo Bass, those are so sensitive on the tip that I think anyone I've ever known that's had one has broke the tip. So keep that in mind when you're buying it. And then they always talk about how great St. Croix's warranty is. Well, I contacted them 2 times, didn't hear back from them. On the second time, they sent a thing back saying, contact us again. I said, screw it. I went to the real shop in Appleton, and the guy there put a new tip on for $5, and it didn't really change any of the sensitivity, but it's stronger now because he gave me a better tip. So yeah, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to see any the tackle I use or the rods and reels I use. I've been working on getting better ones. I used to be basically dirt poor, and if I had a $30 rod and reel, I was super happy, and I would squeak together, $10, buy some split shots and buy some hooks and buy some night crawlers and go out catfishing and be super, super happy. But now that I have a little extra money, it's nice to go out and bass fish or go for walleye or go for muskie and actually have the money to be able to buy that stuff. But it is possible to fish for cheap. I did it for probably 10, 15 years after we had the kids. So yeah, that's all for this video. Have a good one.